Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well and welcome back to the Battleship Knockout competition. Today is the winners final. Today we have HMS Vanguard versus USS Iowa. The first thing to say, viewers, is that this is not the actual final of this competition. This is today the winners final. We started off with round 1, then round 2, then the winners quarterfinal, then the winners semi-final, and now we're on the winners final. Today the winner goes through to the mixed final here. At that point we're going to take a break because we're all a bit burnt out. I'm sure you can tell by my voice. We need a bit of a rest and we just want to do some other stuff, some interesting historical reenactments and a bit of fun. Then we're going to come back in a few weeks and we're going to start Losers Round 2, a selection of ships that you guys, the viewers, have requested you want to come back into the competition after some embarrassing defeats, and you can see the ones there, although they're not completely finalised. They'll work their way from the Losers Round 2, Losers Quarterfinal, Losers Semi-Final and Losers Final, and then the winner of the Losers Final goes through to the Mixed Final. Then we have the Mixed Final in a couple of months, and then we get the winner of the competition. Let's quickly look at how these guys got to the winners final. Round 1, Vanguard took on Richelieu, and it was a moderately easy win. Then Vanguard in round 2 took on Littorio, and that was a tougher win, but it was a fair win. Then in the quarterfinal, Vanguard took on Yamato, and that was an even tougher one, but it was a fair win. In fact, this Vanguard has played a lot of big ships. Richelieu, big ship. Littorio, big ship. Yamato, very big ship. Semi-finals, another big ship. Tirpitz, wasn't even a controversial win, it was just a good win against Tirpitz, well done, and then we're through to the final. Iowa had a slightly easier pass, first against Fuso, really easy win, then against Nagato had to work for it, but won. Hardest one so far, otherwise, would be Alaska. That was a really tough fight, but Iowa powered through. Then it was against New Mexico. New Mexico got through fair and square to the semi-finals, but Iowa won fairly convincingly, and today is against Vanguard. Next thing is to say we've got the excellent naval historian Drakenfell on. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Before we go on to today's battle, let's just answer a couple of the viewers' comments. First, we read the comments and we try and take them into account where we can. Lots of viewers saying, hey, you want to see destroyers fight, you want to see cruisers fight, and we're absolutely going to do that. We're going to finish this one off first, which, as I said, is going to take a couple of months because there's just so much to do. After that, the next league that's going to come, we're not totally sure what we're going to do yet, but it's going to be something like each coalition gets a fleet. Each fleet has, say, a couple of battleships, say has a couple of cruisers, say has a couple of destroyers, and we've got fleet on fleet tactical action coming on, and that should be really good, but we don't know exactly what's happening yet. We're going to have a test match just to try and get some feedback and some data from that in the Christmas break that I was talking about, so we'll see how that goes. Finally, scoring system is a really difficult one. So a bit of background. First of all, in this round 1 we started off doing battles, and the battleships would close to within kill range where they would kill each other. You guys complained, lots of you guys complained, you didn't want that, you want them at more standoff tactical range, so we changed to more standoff tactical range. But the problem with that is because at longer ranges the ships have the ability to tactically disengage and re-engage. That meant that the battles went on literally for hours. I can't do that, so we had to change it so that after 60 minutes is all you're allowed, and after 60 minutes we have to have a winner. Well, we need a metric to judge who's a winner if a ship hasn't been destroyed, so we came upon the black cell system. Some of you guys have said you don't like the black cell system and you wanted to have the more dynamic efficiency system where each vessel has an efficiency in real time, and after 60 minutes the one with the lower efficiency loses. We have thought about that and we did test it, but it doesn't work very well because the efficiency is dynamic. So for instance, you could have the first 45 minutes dominated by one ship and the weaker ship has the lower efficiency. Then the lower efficiency ship could tactically disengage, run away, hide behind smoke and work its efficiency back up to 100%, then come back and do a bit of a fluke shot on the other ship that was historically stronger, get its efficiency down quickly, and then the game ends at 60 minutes. Well, what you've got there, in that case, because it's a dynamic efficiency, is that the guy that did better for most of the match actually loses. You definitely won't want that, trust me. So what we've got is what we consider the best. It's the historical black damage system, and we do that because the black damage system, once it's been damaged, it never heals, never comes back. It's the best kind of metric for overall who did better in the match. Thus far, it's worked the best, even if some of you don't like the taste of it. On to today's battle. We know the ship's like the back of our hand by now, but just in case you're new to the competition, Iowa is 887 feet long, 108 feet in the beam, 45,000 tons. Maximum speed 33 knots, crew 1930, and there were 4 in the class. Her primary armament is, of course, 9 16-inch guns. They are the Mark 7, 6 at the front, 3 at the stern, and they're a 50 caliber long, so they're a hot, fast shell. Range 42,000 yards. 30-second reload time, which is excellent. Secondary guns are the venerable Mark 12 dual-purpose 5 inches, 10 per side, with a 38 long caliber. Range moderately okay, 18,000 or 18 kiloyards. Reload time a decent 5 seconds. Sensors and armour, we have a fully integrated surface search radar, max range 30 miles. Her armour, belt 14.5 inches, deck 10.5 inches, magazine 19.5 inches, turret 19.5 inches, bridge 17.5 inches, superstructure 1.5 inches. Some of you guys say, hey, these figures don't agree with Wikipedia, they must be wrong. Well, I suppose technically they are, but the reason is that in real life the armour is often sloped and sometimes oddly shaped for tactical reasons, and the way they try and simulate that shaped armour in sea power is to adjust the thickness accordingly. That's the best they can do, and it's probably pretty decent for what we care about. On to Vanguard, who is 814 feet long, 108 feet in the beam, for 45,000 tons. You can see a little bit of a trend coming on here. Max speed 30 knots, crew 1975 men. We've got 1 in class. We've got the weapons. They are 8, 4 at the bow, 4 at the stern. They are 15 inches. And they are 42 long caliber, so they're a fairly stout cold gun with a 32 kiloyard range and a very good 28-second reload time. Secondaries, 1 type, 5.3 inches, 16, 8 per side, a 50 long caliber, so a hot gun, giving it a decent 23.5 kiloyard range. Unfortunately, its reload time is not as good as the American at 6.7 seconds. And our sensors and armour, and fully integrated fire control, or search radar, I should say, sorry. Not fire control radar, not really. Armour, belt 14 inches, deck 6 inches, magazine 15.5 inches, turret 13 inches, bridge 3 inches, superstructure general 13 inches. We're going to go on to the predictions, guys. In fact, before we do that, something interesting, guys. This competition is like nature, right? It's the survival of the fittest. There's nothing else to that. I put my 2 best guys in. They fight to the death. Most of the time, the best ship wins. I think we'd all agree with that, right? And isn't it interesting that after 31 battles plus a couple of redos, that the 2 finalists are, first, both 45,000 tons. They're both World War II, or this one's slightly post World War II, but very near World War II. They both have a similar main gun size. One is 16 inches and one is 15 inches in terms of, diameter of shell, which I suppose is important. They both have a very similar secondary gun arrangement, 5 inches, in that same dual purpose arrangement here. They both have 30 knots possibility, or slightly over 30 knots. They have both just under 2,000 crew. I mean, is that a coincidence that the 2 finalists that have genuinely worked their way here are very similar, probably the most similar 2 ships that we've got in opposing coalitions? I don't know, it's a talking point we can go with. Otherwise, in terms of who's going to win, obviously I want Vanguard to win. It's probably going to be Iowa. She's got a bit better armour, she's got a bit better gun, a hotter gun with a bit more penetration. Probably going to be Iowa, but I think it's going to be close.
Based on the way that things have gone in previous rounds, this could really go either way. I mean, historically speaking, Vanguard carries slightly heavier armor overall, except for maybe the turrets. But of course, Iowa has 1 extra gun and heavier, more powerful guns. Now, normally I'd be pointing to Vanguard having an accuracy benefit, which she has shown throughout this competition, but Iowa is also a pretty accurate long-range ship as well. I think it really could be anybody's battle. Could come down to 1 or 2 good hits here and there, with both ships having good sniping capability. I kind of agree with you. The edge is probably just about with Iowa, but I wouldn't say it's enough to say it's confidently her game to lose. It's kind of advantage Iowa, but Vanguard could very easily claw it back with one or two minor lucky shots, or maybe getting into secondary range while outside of Iowa's.
Vanguard is slower, she's got smaller guns, she's got exactly the same fire direction essentially as Iowa, and she's got less displacement, so I think if she gets hit, she is going down.
I think it's going to be close.
60-40 Iowa, very close.
Look at us all agreeing for once. All right, we're going to figure out who's going to pilot what and stand by. Right, we're going to have Dirty sailing Iowa. We're going to have Davros sailing Vanguard. They're both excellent, very tested captains. I don't need to tell them what to do. They know what to do by now. Can I have paused orders for Iowa, please?
Hard left rudder, 110 degrees, and HE narrow spot.
Vanguard, please.
We're going to go hard left rudder as well, so the opposite way.
Yep.
To Iowa, and it'll be hard rudder if you can, and gunnery is going to be HE full spot.
Done and confirmed and unpaused. Let me just double check. So Iowa is a hard rudder left. She is HE narrow and spotting. Vanguard is hard rudder left. She is HE full spread and spotting. A couple of you guys asked us to explain this. We have a million times and I don't really want to do it again, but if we get some free time we will. Guys, one thing we've not talked about is the plunging fire effect of the colder shells of Vanguard, which at the face of it don't sound as good. A slower shell doesn't sound as good, but what you have is this effect where the shell comes down much steeper, which has a much more deck penetrative effect. So slight advantage to Vanguard in the way those shells are going to land at these distances. Do you agree with me?
Rudder amidships, please, Cap.
Rudder amidships, aye. Done. Take a while to
Keep
level
bringing
out.
Vanguard round. I'm hoping so. It's the first tactic I'm going to try is to get further away if I can. Iowa doesn't have to let me do that. She's got the speed advantage. We'll see if she lets me. The second thing is I've got 1,000-pound HE bomb-resistant deck drac. So that's pretty big armor on that deck. So I'm hoping my plunging fire damage might be less than my side armor, if you like.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, actually, I was prepared as of the time of recording this. I was actually preparing a video earlier today about plunging fire, and it turns out that if you're going against 5 inches of deck armor, which was my standard for that video, because that was King George V's machinery space deck armor. It turns out that the 15-inch 42 and the 16-inch 50 both have identical penetration thresholds at 29,000 yards. The 15-inch shell, as you said, it comes down at a steeper angle, which compensates for the fact it's a smaller and lighter shell.
Roger.
And the other question we've had on Vanguard's armament is, although it's a 15-inch, I think it's 0.1 inch, isn't it? 15.1 inch gun. She was designed to take a supercharge, but never went into service with them. I think the King Georges did.
No, the King Georges had the 14-inch guns. The superchargers were designed for the 15 inches, and originally it was because you had some ships, so Hood and the modernised ships, so Renown, Warspite, Valiant, and Queen Elizabeth. They had their guns modified, or in this case, could from the beginning, elevate up to 30 degrees, which gave them greater range, whereas the original 15-inch 42 mount only went up to a lesser elevation. And so the R-class and Malaya and Barham, which technically Repulse, although she didn't last very long, obviously, that they were designed they were given supercharges, which were essentially the maximum possible amount of charge you could safely fit in the breech, which would just fire the shell faster and therefore achieve similar, not identical, but a similar range boost without having to go through the rigmarole of modifying the gun turrets. But
so lower arc before charge.
Yeah, exactly. But then what happened with Vanguard is that they looked at it and went, okay, but what if we did supercharges and 30-degree elevation, then the shell will go really fast and really far comparatively. So by all reliable accounts, that is what happened. So Vanguard was fitted with the ability to use superchargers, especially strengthened gun mountings and so forth, but because it increases wear and tear on the barrel, and she was never in service in wartime, it was a case of if we end up going to war, we will give her these charges to fight at long-distance engagements if the captain decides that's necessary. But we're not going to use them in peacetime, so we don't wear the barrels out really fast.
Let's see what some AP charges will do against Iowa now, please, Cap.
You're going to go AP. Do you want still want full?
We'll go AP narrow now. We seem to be getting hits.
AP narrow, aye. You're on AP narrow. I've been watching your... Okay, I need to put your spotter back on. You've just lost solution.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's going back on Iowa. I've been tracking your solution as well, and it's remained pretty much perfect. Are you still happy on HE narrow?
I have 15 degrees right. And AP narrow spot.
Aye. You're both on AP narrow spot now to get that killer blow in. You're at 28 kiloyards.
We need Vanguard to come hard right down to about 130 degrees.
We say hard. You want a rudder, push, or just a normal?
Yeah, rudder. Yeah,
Aye.
rudder right to 130.
You're the boss. All right. Minor damage to Iowa so far, but it's it's not even on fire. It's all going to be patched up pretty quick. In fact, it pretty much is patched up. So we're all good so far. Solutions are going down, but they're being worked on. Everything is optimized as best we can.
So I've tried running away to get the distance. I was not letting me. So my other option is to get those secondaries into range. I've got 3,000 yards. And again, I was running this show. If she doesn't want me to let go that range, I won't be able to. Unless I get a bit of propulsion.
Roger. Spotting off. Iowa. Vanguard. Checking. Still, you need your spotter because you're still manoeuvring. All right, there you go. You're good. So we're now optimized. Everyone is on rate of fire. Everyone is on armor piercing. AP narrow and AP narrow non-spot. We are 6 minutes in and 27 kiloyards. Approaching the kill box for both these vessels of about 25 kiloyards. That's where everything just goes to hell and everything blows up.
Just bring Vanguard another 20 degrees.
Something like that. Your solution has been worse than I was slightly all day. It's minor, but for some reason I had a slightly better solution today. It's been pinned at 99%. Not that it really actually means anything. We know it's a relative percent, so it's probably nothing.
Yeah. So in preparation for this, I did watch Drax's video on Vanguard. I noticed two fire direction systems.
You can link it. I'll put it in there.
They're not actually primary and secondary. They're primary and primary, which I find fascinating. So.
Yeah, well, given the number of enemy fire control systems Vanguard knocked out, and given what she's done historically in this competition, it was probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's a bad hit. That's knocked a gun out for at least 4 minutes. Really
check
big
that
hit.
integrity cap.
Well, it doesn't mean anything at the moment until it's been healed, but it's going to be problematic. Let's see what a big hit. Okay, I told you we're reaching that kill box. Big penetrative hits through the deck now. That's machine space, seriously damaged. So they're going to do big damage on this pass.
That's the propulsion hit I wanted. So I want another 20 degrees to the right, please.
Aye. You're the boss.
Get into that 25,000 yard range if we can. Yeah, even more. Go on, about 30. Go on.
Oh my God, what have I done?
Oops.
I did, I think. All right, so what it's going to try and do is get within his secondary gun range, but stay outside of Iowa's secondary gun range, which is possible. It's just never an easy thing to do. So we'll see how it goes.
So from the track, from the way those cells are flooding, it looks like that shell came in at an angle and just punched through the armor and detonated. Probably, given the fact the magazine didn't explode, detonated maybe just next to the barbette.
That's quite lucky. Oh my God. Okay, that's worse than it looks. But it has slowed him down.
Yeah, so just check my secondaries are firing.
They won't be, because you're at 25 and it's a 23 kiliyard range.
23, isn't it? 23.
Yeah. This is going to be a short battle, guys.
Let's come even further to the south. Yeah.
It's going to be a short one.
I have 20 degrees right.
Do you want your spotter on, Vanguard? You need it.
I've only got one gun firing forward at the moment, so sod it.
Leave it off. Okay, your choice. Iowa.
I don't think it'll make any difference at this range, to be honest. It's
right, Jimmy. You're still 25,000 yards away. What was it, Iowa? What do you want?
25 degrees right.
Wow, really going in. All right, something like that. You're on rate of fire and you've still got your solution. Yeah, you're fine. Obviously, you're smashed to pieces, but both of you are smashed to pieces. Equally, they're equally smashed to pieces. I guess, kind of as we thought. Secondary guns going out. Secondary guns going out.
Okay, let's switch the spot now to get those
Spotter going back on. Let's try and get that solution up. Check the gun. It is a minute and a half out of commission.
So just check my secondaries are flowing HE.
Aye, stand by. They are 8p. Do you want to change that? You can if you want.
Change to HE, please. I don't think they're going to do much of it.
So I want to go like that. I want to go like that. And I want to go like that. I want to fire. And I want to go like that and check. These are still 8p. Okay, all is good. Still waiting for your solution to go up. You're still a long, long way away. It's just these ships are so good. Your solution is still good, Iowa. I wouldn't suggest changing anything. Well, let's have a look. No, it's still good. I wouldn't suggest changing anything.
Just want to check my rear guns are in bearing, please.
I'm almost certain they are, but I'll have a look.
We're going to come left.
Oh no, you're right. They're not. They're out of arc.
Left 20 degrees.
Well
left
spotted.
20
I
degrees.
did not see that. Yeah, that's something you guys have got to keep an eye on. Your solution's getting up. We'll take you off spot once you get to the end of that turn. Oh, you can't say the boys aren't being aggressive. They both want to win this. Damage has slackened off a bit on both sides. Both have just lost their accuracy a little due to getting smashed to pieces, basically. And this is going down. Yeah, aye. So
Did I see directed down? Is that directed down?
Hang on, just give me a sec. Been there a spot on. No directed down. You have got your solution back, so I can put you back on. You're both back on rate of fire. You're both back on high solutions. Damage is being
20
healed.
degrees right.
Aye. 20 degrees right. He wants to close that distance. Trying to get within secondary range. We're in 22 kilojars. Your secondary range is 18
And
kilojars.
smoke on.
Aye. Smoke on, sir. Smoke on. Don't let me forget to turn it off. Checking your solution. Otherwise, all is good. No extra damage.
20 degrees left.
Vanguard, 20 degrees to the left. That is that way. Aye. Checking your damage. It's actually very, very good. Your spot. I would suggest your spotter probably wants to go back on now.
He's come back on, just while we're in the turn.
Also because he's smoking. Checking your gun. Your gun is well, it should be back, but it's not. So I don't know why.
I've taken a hit to the actual gun now, have I know?
Nope. We may have run into a bug. If that's happened, then so be it. The crew's gone on strike. Try and keep an eye on it and see if it's firing. It looks like it might be firing.
She might be just coming to angle. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
She's still red.
Your solution is the best I can give you at the moment. Let me double check that. Yep, I'm talking right. Iowa. Well, a big bunch of damage.
What's the repair time on my funnel?
1 minute. And I can have your spotter off now. On rate of fire. And you're killing again. Vanguard.
10 degrees right.
Vanguard, your spotter can come off, so I'll turn your spotter off. And now, keep an eye on it. Iowa, 10 degrees right. We're at 21 kilojars. 10 degrees right. Trying to get within that secondary range. Vanguard is almost healed back to full health. And yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like you're going to be getting that gun back. That is game bug, I'm afraid. Or something we don't understand. Probably game bug.
The magazine was flooded earlier.
Yeah, it's fixed now though.
I don't know if that affects it, yeah.
Well, you're going to have to fight with 6 guns, I'm afraid.
It also said that the integrity was 0.
Said the integrity is 50%. Maybe
It
there's
was 0.
maybe there's something about that we don't understand. Anyway, there's nothing we can do about that now. Right, everyone's guns can fire. You're on rate of fire. No
Okay,
spot.
Vanguard, smoke on. Hard left, come to bearing 000.
Shit, I think I did something wrong there. Aye, sir. Smoke on. Laying smoke. Alright, you got your body back. Apart from your bad gun, you got all your body back. Iowa, you have nearly got your body back, so the fight's about to be reset at 40 minutes. Great
And I
battle so far.
have AP full.
AP full and confirmed. You never got within secondary gunnery range, but it is what it is.
I got the speed now, and he's turning.
You got 28 knots you're maintaining. Vanguard is 20 knots. Smoking. Oh, these boys want to win. These boys really want to win. I guess I better put your spotter back on. British, why is this gun not working?
I have 10 degrees right, please.
Aye.
With the gun, I can only assume game bug.
Game bug. Davros just got hit by a game bug. Bloody luck of the British, I tell you guys. Never mind, we're in good health.
We'll role play and state turret malfunction.
Historic
As
malfunction.
long as it doesn't come down to penalties, we can still win this.
Bad design tolerances, guys. Never mind. Never mind. We can fight on. Iowa's 100% chasing you.
Bring that gun onto bearing, and then the ships.
She's going to overshoot a bit. She'll self-correct. Wow, look at that turn. Look at that wake. Amazing. Right. 2 smokers. 2 big ships.
Smoke off.
Vanguard is smoked off. Solution is slowly going up. She's definitely can fire all their guns apart from a bugged gun. Spotter can come off now, I think, probably. Fire. Spotter is off. I've given you the best I can, Iowa. Looks like your rear guns are firing. You've got everything you want. Your secondary's firing now.
How's my damage?
I don't think you've been hitting here. No, you're almost perfect health again. No one's winning officially either. To draw. At 17 minutes. Good match. Smoke condition, Iowa.
Keep it on for now.
Aye. 19 killiards. I think there was a miss. Do you want your don't know what to do with your accuracy. You probably don't need it. Big hit. Good shot. No damage.
Just more flooding to the bow.
Yeah. We'll slow it down a bit. Down to 27 knots, but that's still bloody good.
I have 25 degrees right, please.
Aye. So my guess is something like that, right?
Yep.
Alright, there's nothing wrong with you. You've got everything you need. This guy.
And left to bearing 270.
Okay, that's a hard left, right? Yeah, this one's going to end very quickly. She's a slow turner. She is a slow turner. Is your rudder around?
Give me bearing 000, please.
Yeah, I was expecting this to be a fairly quick turner, but Drax got some numbers on the main British battleships, which I was surprised that's...
Maybe it's my imagination. Maybe it might be my imagination, because I don't know. Right, I need to concentrate on my job. Yeah, I'm not sure you really need a spotter at this point. You're getting within... You're well within 20 killiards. You're probably just rely on rate of fire at this point, both of you, I would imagine.
Blood with midships, Vanguard.
Say again? Aye, I heard.
Blood with midships.
Yeah. All right, 18. It's like an old school Grim Reaper's battle, isn't it, guys? Absolute killing. But we still don't know who's going to win.
The fun part is that closing down to the mid-teens of yards was actually British battle World War II for their capital ships. So it is actually relatively accurate, although obviously for the Iowa, the Americans tended to prefer to try and fight at longer range if they could, but in these particular circumstances, they're in a situation where their opponent can shoot just as accurately at them at long range, and I guess coming in a bit closer with heavy hitting of their guns.
30 degrees.
Right, 30 degrees. Aye. Roger that, Drac. That's interesting.
AP narrow.
I'm concerned about your accuracy. Vanguard is really bad because of the smoke.
Spot on.
I'm working in an AP narrow.
I was smoking. I'm not. I can't do much about my accuracy. That's the
Well, you can. You can turn a spotter on if you want and get high accuracy, or you can say low accuracy. It's up to you.
We've got 17,000 yards, to be honest. We should be able to lay our guns on that.
All right. I'll let you want to keep it as it is, yeah?
We'll try spot, but yeah, try spot on the main guns.
Roger. Aye. Just keep an eye on them. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going by basic numbers here. You know, this guy's 99% or whatever, and you're 70%.
I think
There's quite a few fires in Iowa's engine room for some reason.
Roger, you're off spot now, Iowa. There is. I like that, guys. I like that. It's going to keep the, if nothing else, keep the spanners busy. Still, no one's actually winning here.
So I stand at efficiency of 85. What's Vanguard got?
94, amazing. But it can turn on a dime.
I'm not going to jinx it, but yeah.
Just cannot get your accuracy up. Whatever I do is really frustrating. What is the matter?
I was taking a few hits for the main turrets, which is then subsequently repaired.
85%, yeah.
If only I didn't have soggy charge in the ammo box.
I hate soggy charge.
Switch that banner on my hull at the bow and get it on
understood.
one of those engine fires.
Done. Problem is, we've got a rate of fire. Those secondaries are nasty. Let me check what we've got. Finally, we've got some friggin' accuracy. Fire! Broadside that mother.
Yeah, she's on a steady bearing though, which brings on the solution.
Yeah, come on, fire. Right, here comes a big broadside. Here comes some big mad cows.
But I haven't managed to neutralise that rear turret of Iowa. I'm just trying to cross the T and get her down to 6 barrels, but not happening.
Those American secondaries are so deadly. They're always so deadly. Perform so well.
You might want to check the damage on Vanguard.
Yeah. Vanguard, they look like a big.
Oh my god, yeah, it's just been chewed to pieces. Whenever you get within that range of the Americans, they just... Still, no one's technically winning. It's anyone's game still. Check your accuracy is good. Check your rate of fire is good. Check Iowa. Your rate of fire good. I've done everything I can for both of you. There we go. It's to the finish now. 88%, 91%. Technically, Vanguard's still winning.
Some flooding to the machinery spaces.
Yep, not good, has to be said. Spanner off the front bow onto the fire, please.
Aye. There is no fire.
Fire. Sorry.
I'll put it back.
Cheers. Yeah, it's saying that turret's now on yellow. Oh, I don't get it.
So you want me to put that turret?
Right.
I'll do the turret.
I actually want just right 20 degrees.
Aye. We are 90% technically. Iowa is 88%. Is now... God, how these things... It's a drawing now. Let me double check.
What are my secondaries firing?
Stand by.
You're on fire right
They
now.
can only fire HE. The Americans only fired HE because they're dual purpose.
I think Iowa's still making smoke, isn't it?
Iowa's making smoke. Vanguard is not making her own smoke, if you know what I'm saying. We are 23 minutes in, and this one has been all action, viewers. There, I can see it right there, look. Broadside right there. Damage 79%. Iowa is now winning considerably.
Flooded engine.
Technically, Vanguard is winning.
Rudder.
Technically, Vanguard is legally winning. Oh, no, it's not. It's a draw.
No.
One black cell each. Jesus Christ.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder,
I don't
aye.
think this one's going to be counting black squares, to be honest. It's going to be...
It's going to be someone's dying today.
Something's going to go boom, I think, at some point.
Yep. Not long now.
And then there's going to be a glug.
Whoever wins, I'll be sad.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame we got that game bug for the forward superfiring turret on Vanguard, but oh well.
I sort of go with it, you know, if your magazines are being flooded, your charges are going to be damp on, you're not going to be able to use it. So.
It'd be interesting to put that over to the dev and see what it says. If it's intentional or broken.
If it is intentional, I was winning then.
100%.
I was winning though, yeah.
It's
I don't
69%.
think
This
it's
is
back for me now.
Yeah, Vanguard's a dead ship.
Well, mine doesn't have a 2 front guns on them.
What's the
There's
repair
fire
time on
in,
my front turret?
50 seconds
And turret 1.
and 2 minutes.
No, it's just my efficiency's gone down, Britt, so I don't think we're going to get that back now. I don't think I've got time to repair. And I think I've lost all mobility now. Am I just a monitor again now?
You are down to
20 knots.
20 knots and you've got moderate turn.
It's only 3. Okay.
I mean, at the moment, you've actually got more main guns in action than Iowa has.
Well, 6 versus 6, I think, isn't it? She's got those. Oh no, she's
No,
got
because at the moment,
versus
both
three.
Iowa's front turrets are out of action because they're on fire.
Yeah. I don't think I've got the mobility to take advantage
Rudder and
that.
midships.
Aye, rudder and midship.
Hard right. Let's just go broadside. Let's go left to 240. So hard rudder.
Aye.
So watching again, what's the
Repair time on my front turret, please.
Says a minute and a half.
B turret.
Says
B turret.
2 minutes.
That's 2 minutes on your V turret, yeah.
Can you also put a spanner on my magazine fire, please? Take it away from the engine.
Aye. And put magazine fire. Aye, done.
Okay, so both of Iowa's fire control systems are slightly damaged. I think one of Vanguard's is as well.
Yeah, Roger.
We've got a hit on the bridge of Iowa as well. So
Yeah, that does a lot of damage.
79%, 78%.
Oh yeah.
Iowa sustained with it.
10 degrees left.
Aye.
That was a hit. On Iowa.
That was a big hit. Was that just 80?
So 69%.
All her engines
70. They're both 70% basically. Oh my God! Look how destroyed the ship is.
Iowa's engine room's just on fire. Completely.
So Vanguard, speed down to 12 knots, please.
Got fire in the forward magazine.
Fire.
Yeah, that's just to try and get less.
Yeah, fires are going out of control.
Ow.
Rack, I would love to ask you a question, but things are really hectic right
Yeah, they are. Now is not the time for general chit chat, guys.
Repair time. Repair time, B turret.
Repair B turret is 20 seconds. You're about to get it back. You won't get that back because of the fire. So both A and B in 20 seconds. You're getting it back, and Vanguard is about to explode. 67%, 63%. Oh my goodness! What equally matched ship did? Here it goes.
Knockdown, drag out.
Here's B. Here comes B. It's turned into your face, right towards your face.
10 degrees left.
Aye.
Yeah, I think he's
now.
happening as well.
Come on, knock that B out again. Knock that B. I just knocked A out again, but we need B out again now.
Get a spanner on A turret.
Aye. What do you want to lose? Okay, I'm just going to choose for you.
So with just no, not the engine.
Oh God.
Your wish,
Oh,
B
you
turret
little
down.
shit.
That one?
The fire flooding the bow, it looks like.
Oh, we just knocked out B turret again. Oh wow, we knocked out A and B again.
We have.
Unbelievable
Yeah.
luck.
I don't
What's
think I've got
Vanguard
to do this. Just keep in front of it though. So there I go. Right, trying to keep in front of her. It's going to be tried. Right, full rudder.
Right. Okay, you're the boss. You're gonna lose your gunnery.
What's my speed like at the moment? Oh, it's
It
fine.
is. You
Very
deliberately
low.
nerfed it down to 12 knots, so I gave it 12 knots.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and stay out of that rear arc if I can, but
Roger.
Can you put the spanner on my bow, please, on my B turret.
Looking. That's not your bow. Yes, it is your bow. Done. They're repairing, and that is
What's the time on my front?
2.5 minutes, 3 minutes.
There goes my mag.
that's not going to work. So, Roger midships for Vanguard.
Roger, midships, aye.
Put a spanner on my front mag.
Spanner, front mag, aye.
One of the fires.
Aye. Done. 52% of this ship, 67%. Wow, that just turned around on a knife, didn't it, guys?
There's fires and it's flooding everywhere at this point.
Jesus.
Iowa's lost most of her guns for quite a bit now.
It's unlucky. It's really unlucky if I were to lose both guns.
So, if the bug persists, I was not getting back her A turret because that's a flooded magazine now.
If this happens, yeah.
Repair time on my B
She's lost
turret.
the magazine completely now, so it doesn't really matter.
2 minutes, and you get it back. Front, 1.5 minutes.
She hasn't lost her mag fully yet.
Got nothing I can do to
That
help.
bow's getting a little low in the water.
It is a bit. Nothing I can do to help you. This one's pretty buoyant.
Let's bring Vanguard left 20 degrees.
Aye. Sort of there-ish. I
Some
guess.
of the engine rooms permanently
yeah.
flooded now. Oh, there's a magazine fire in X mag.
There it is.
Dealing with it.
So
Jeez.
down to.
I'm surprised my guns are struggling so bad.
It's no way you're not firing, are you? It's these aren't. Oh my God, they've gone for infinite. They've gone to infinite, dirty. They're just going up all the time. Every time it gets hit, they're just
The
gone.
front,
They're just gone forever.
the front spanner. Put that on the bridge.
Aye.
No, not
There's the bridge.
the turret. The bow.
The base,
Understood.
fully the bow section of the black.
That one there, yeah.
This is very, very close. Oh, turret's just gone
Ow.
back on Iowa.
As soon as he lost A and B, he's got no power anymore.
That's efficiency 36% or higher now.
Yeah,
What have I got?
that's really damaged ship. Yours is going up. Yours went down to 60 and is now going up to 73.
Have I got any bloody guns left at all?
Yeah, Vanguard's lost another gun.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Got 2 rear guns. 2 rears. And 2 turrets. It's enough. It's enough to do the job.
15 degrees left.
15 degrees left, aye.
There's 4 guns versus 3 guns at the moment.
There's 4 guns versus 3 guns. Are these firing? Let's have a quick look. They're not. There's that one there, isn't it?
No, so Iowa's got her half triple going, and Vanguard's got her 2 half twins going.
It's reduced. It's increased time by. So it's 30 seconds times 3 because the efficiency. So it's 90-second reload time. So it's mega slow. Whereas Vanguard's, her efficiency is 75%. So hers are firing twice as fast each barrel than Iowa due to efficiency.
So the issue now is, have I got any bloody ammo left?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, you'll have enough for what's left.
Yeah, you got a million. You're fine.
Hopefully. I've actually got more ammo left than when he took up Serpents. So.
All guns are out.
Well,
All guns are
got
gone.
a spanner on my rear turret.
Aye. I don't know.
Take the spanner from the bow.
Aye. Done. This is going to be a weird one to debrief, guys. A really weird one. It was nice and action-packed, at least.
Why is the Iowa struggling so much?
I think it's come down to just a handful of lucky hits, because she was getting some heavy hits on Vanguard, and initially she had the advantage. Then Vanguard got that 1-2 punch on
turrets.
She disabled turret 2 and briefly disabled 1, and I think that dropped Iowa's fire rate just enough for Vanguard to just keep flinging shells at her.
Agreed. As soon as I saw that turret go down.
That time, both the Americans and the British had very good damage control as well. So if you can give that little pause in just being pummeled, the fire damage parties can get on top of the damage.
America was winning until those 2 turrets went down.
Just not had that pause. Yeah, she's just not had that pause. Yeah. Vanguard's just been firing at all the time.
Just randomly, I'd probably suggest moving one of the spanners on Vanguard off of B turret, because we know we're not getting that back because of the game bug.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's back. It's back.
Back
It's
on
back.
Is it?
No, sorry.
It won't be firing.
No, you're right.
So you take the spanner off and put it on an engine, please. If you could.
You're
Take
the
the
boss.
spanner off the turret and put it on an engine.
Smoke off on Iowa.
Smoke off, going for this last Hail Mary.
Yeah, I'm surprised my secondaries ain't doing more hits.
I think technically they're more designed for the anti-aircraft role. The 5.25 inches on Vanguard were much more anti-ship, much longer range, much harder hitting
I think
as well.
the 5 inches have done their job. They've taken everything out here as far as they can take them, but without the punch of the 16 inches to actually do the penetration, there's not much else they can do.
There's a lot of HE damage on that.
They were doing a good job of suppressing Vanguard secondaries.
Yeah.
Can I get a spanner on actually?
I'm searching for one.
Just lost the bridge. Screw it. I'm dead.
You are 1 more % and I believe you sink.
No, I lost the bridge.
Well done, Vanguard. I must admit, I thought you were losing that through the first kind of 15 minutes, but after taking out A and B turret, it could not have turned around more. Just got to finish it off now.
Did you say that?
You'll
That's
get
a
hit
couple
by
of black flooded engine rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Hard left rudder on Iowa.
Ramming speed. Ramming speed. It's gone down. 36 minutes, massively aggressive from both sides. Well, they started off conservative, then the Brit changed his mind, then they turned in, then they had a good fight. Iowa was winning the fight, then they did some manoeuvring, then Iowa lost A and B turret temporarily, allowed Vanguard to get the upper hand, and the classic snowball effect came in. And I don't know what to say. I mean, amazing bit of luck, and, you know, I'm not going to complain, obviously.
Yeah, well, as I said at the beginning, it was... Iowa had an advantage, but as I said, then it's like it wasn't enough to make it decisive, in my opinion. And as we kind of saw, you know, as you said, Iowa got initially some good hits in, especially that absolutely wrecking one that just punched straight through about 4 or 5 compartment sections into Vanguard's machinery spaces. And of course, you know, if we're being honest, Iowa did take out Vanguard's B turret, which that was the first main turret loss, even if a game bug stopped it coming back. But one thing I noticed in that opening part of the game was that Iowa's main battery was constantly going yellow and being patched back up again. And then as the range, I think what was happening was she was taking hits to her turrets, but resisting them quite well. And then as the range closed, obviously armor penetration increased, and then suddenly she couldn't resist them quite as much.
Roger. Also note that when something's been damaged, its long-term integrity goes down, so the next time it gets hit, it has half the amount of armor, essentially. So I think once those turrets have been taken out the front, just a 5-incher would take them out again, and every time a 5-incher hit, it would silence them. So, I mean, that's good. I mean, that is how it should be modelled. So, you know.
So the value viewers will want to see what the damage was on Vanguard at the end there.
It's all been healed now, but I mean, everything was it. Everything was it. But it was all 5-inch. That's all 5 inches. That's all 5-inch hits. There's no 16-inch. The only 16 inches.
I'm fairly sure the 16-inch hit the engine room.
Yeah, anything is big, yeah, but generally speaking, that's mainly 5-inch damage. It's just, its turret's got taken out. It's as simple as that. There's nothing you can do about it. That's how it goes in battlefield warfare sometimes, guys. Any final comments from any of the pilots?
It was close, and after I lost my bridge, it was just game over.
Roger.
Full stop.
I was going to say that Vanguard has now officially faced the best ship in every nation and won.
She really has, hasn't she? When we started this, I didn't even know what Vanguard was. I'd never heard of it before. So I just chucked it in, and I thought, meh, whatever. Turns out, she's fought successively the biggest ship each time. So there's, she's definitely deserved to be here. And she's never had luck on her side, not well, until now, really. She's always, it's never helped her. So, well deserved. She goes through to the mixed final. We're going to have a break for a few weeks, guys, because we're a bit burnt out, as I'm sure you can understand, just to get that desire to go crack back on with it. We're going to do some fun stuff and testing a league, and we're going to do some historical reenactments and some cool stuff, but that's cool. I hope you enjoyed that, viewers, and bye bye.